Although it's still early in the season, have you seen enough of a sample size on these teams in the East and the West? And like, what has been your first impression of their first 10 games?
I just think that the season is off to a great start. I love the fact that some of the teams that did not do so well in 2023 are
Hmm.
actually showing an improvement in play, in roster construction, in coaching for 2024. So that makes the first impressions of this season exciting for me. But there's just a few teams for me that is like, ooh, what? I'm just super excited about what they have to bring to the season. And the first one would be the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm telling you right now, I think that Carl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert two punch may be working, maybe, but Anthony Edwards,
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what he did over the summer, but whatever it was, he it worked. Oh my gosh, he is. The Timberwolves are so good right now that they are actually upsetting teams. Like they have given some of these top teams their first loss of the year, i.e., Boston, i.e., Nuggets, and
Yeah.
they said, "Golden State Warriors, we'll see you when we see you again," because they did them twice. I was like, "Y'all take
Hmm.
these L's, teams, take these L's," because the media loves y'all, but they gonna know us right now. And I was also listening to something. It must have been maybe it's NBA Countdown. I don't know. It was the one with Malika Andrews or whatever. I don't know. I was watching a clip or something, and Zach Lowe actually he made a prediction that Anthony Edwards would be the MVP of the in season tournament right way before it
Wow.
started. And I was like, well, I don't see why it can't happen now that he's been playing and he's playing so well. Why not? The Timberwolves have come in. I think they have disrupted what the West thought it was going to be for this season, just with their first 10 games alone. That's what I think.
Yes, and as it stands right now, they are number one in the Western Conference. Now, you mentioned two things for me. Zach Lowe, he deemed Anthony Edwards to be MVP of the in-season tournament. Early on, I said MVP of the entire NBA season,
You did. You going deep.
right? I said he was going to take a leap this season. And in his third season, as expected, Anthony Edwards is doing it. But you know what, though? The Timberwolves are on my list as well.
Oh, okay.
But I just need more of Nas Reed. Now, you said Carl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Maybe they figured it out. But can you imagine if Nas Reed was in the middle?
Oh,
They just need one more dog to play next to Anthony Edwards and Carl Anthony Towns.
I'm with
To
it.
me, that has
I'm
been
with
my
it.
observation. I wish Coach Finch would just try it. Can he please just try it though?
I mean, it's the
Man.
first 10, first 11 games, maybe, once he watches our video.
Oh,
Coach
well,
Finch.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's
He'll
true.
take your suggestion and he'll make it happen. Because that would be nice to see. It's early enough in the season, and I believe the chemistry is there for the Timberwolves for him to try it and to still be okay. Later
Yes.
on in the season, it may not work, but right now will be the time to test the waters and see if that will actually even take them up another notch. But the Timberwolves are offering really great basketball right now. You cannot sleep on them. You cannot. You cannot. They will disrupt your whole game plan if you're not careful. And I like that. And I think everybody's feeling comfortable. But Anthony Edwards, oh my
I
goodness.
know. He's playing lights out. Okay. So another team you just can't sleep on, playing really well out of the Eastern Conference, them Indiana Pacers.
I have them on my
I
list
know
too.
you. Tyrese Halliburton has hello. He is going to assist his way in the Indiana Pacers to a playoff berth. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen this season.
How does he with no turnovers?
It's so clean.
If you
Oh,
want to know, if you want a master class on how to protect the ball, I'm gonna need for y'all just to see the highlights. If you're not watching the games, at least watch the highlights from Tyrese Halliburton. At least do that. At least do that.
yeah.
It's amazing to watch. I mean, and what I like when he does his after the game discussion right when they're on the court, I just think he's really a cool guy. And I
Yeah, it
think
seems like
now that
it.
he's healthy and able to play, I like it. I like it. The
Yeah,
Indiana
like
Pacers is something that you cannot sleep on them. Mm-mm.
I want to know how he's able to average 12 assists and still get his 24 points. Like every game, that is so impressive to me. And Miles Turner on the boards. OB top and finally finding a home in Indiana because New York Knicks clearly wasn't it for him.
You know what?
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not the player, it's the environment. Because when he was with the Knicks, I was like, "OB, is that that's
yeah,
why they you drafted that high for what?" But
exactly.
now I can see the results of that. You just got to be in the right environment, and clearly, as you mentioned, the New York Knicks was not the right environment under Tibbs for him. But no, with this young core, with Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers, I am loving it. I love it.
Yeah. Do you like Bruce Brown with the Indiana Pacers? Is he giving you what he gave the Denver Nuggets or?
I think so. I think
Mm,
so. I mean, what he can, right? Of course. I think so. I like it. I think he fits well there. Yeah, I was concerned when they traded him because I didn't want him to leave the Nuggets at all. I'm like,
right,
he was
right.
part of y'all championship win. He helped you, the Nuggets, get to where they, were able to get to the mountaintop. And for them to trade him out, especially after Coach Malone was like, "We're not gonna let him. He's not
Exactly.
going nowhere." At the parade.
Exactly.
And then the
Hmm.
next week they was like, "Bye bye, Bruce." So,
Yeah, they couldn't pay
but
him, so
they can
that's
pay
how
him.
it
And you know
goes
what though? If you need to
sometimes.
go somewhere to get
Hmm.
paid, I say follow the paper because the NBA is not loyal. So go ahead and follow the paper. And so I'm glad he's there, but I like it so far. So far, so good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's still trying to wear on me a little bit, but I think he's averaging what 11 points or whatever. I looked to see what he was doing for the Nuggets, and it's about on pace with what he did. The
Mhm.
only thing is he was a spark off the bench for the Nuggets. In this case, he's of course starting. So
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, I don't know if he can necessarily be that type of have that spark, if you will, on the Indiana Pacers because
no,
there's so many other. I mean, don't get me started with Miles Turner, but he healed, is on point, is
yeah,
going in the moment it leaves his fingertips. So it's just he got so many great players, and they're giving these teams fits. I'm sorry, when they play these teams, they're giving them fits, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love. So Indiana Pacers is on my list as well.
no, okay.
So now I got to mention I would be remiss if I didn't say the first impressions of this Los Angeles Clippers team is just it's ridiculous. Now, while I spoke really highly of the Minnesota Timberwolves and I spoke very highly of the Indiana Pacers, for me, because were the Minnesota Timberwolves were okay in 2023, I guess, but I think they have taken it to another level. I also see another level happening for the Indiana Pacers. But I don't know about this downward slide that the Los Angeles Clippers are going through. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. You cannot have that talent in PG and Kawhi, and
Hmm.
y'all are barely making wins. And when you do get a win, it's at the hair of your chinny chin chin. Like it ain't even you're barely getting through. I'm just like, what is going on? I just lackluster play. Kawhi Leonard, what is something about his play for this season? It's just not given. It's lackluster. It's like I know he's there now. He did in the most recent matchup with the Rockets. He did okay, but I'm just something is I'm looking maybe because I'm looking for 2019 Kawhi Leonard, and I may never see that again.
Oh, keep
I just
looking.
never
Yeah,
see that
keep
again.
looking. You ain't
No,
gonna see that. It's
dang.
over.
Yeah, it's a wrap, huh? So I
Yeah.
think that's what's missing, but I can't wait for them to figure out whatever this is. And I'm still trying to swallow the fact that they traded for James Harden. I'm still trying to digest that. I can't seem to get on board, but I need for them to
Mm.
get it together. I mean, in the first 10, they were 3-7.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
What?
Yeah.
What? Barely. I mean, are they even in top 10 at this point as we speak? I don't know. They so inconsistent in everything that they do. And now and it's so funny because now, before it was like, well, Kawhi and PG barely played. Now they playing, they still can't win. I can't. Yeah. So my first impression of the Los Angeles Clippers is just sad. And I just don't know what to say about them. I had hope for them at the beginning of the season. I don't have hope for them anymore. And I want to regain my hope back. So, maybe Russell Westbrook. I don't like what y'all doing, but maybe him coming off the bench would be, what you need. I need more from Terrence Mann. Can y'all give Bones Highland some minutes? It's just too many people that
Mm-mm.
Coffee can forget about it. I mean,
Oh,
what? We
yeah.
ain't gonna never see you again.
No.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And Ty Lue can't be okay with it. I mean, he's gonna make it work, but is he making these calls? Who's doing it? So yeah, the Clippers get it together.
Yeah, yeah. They're horrendous right now. But another team, hey, mirror image, Washington Wizards.
What in the
Ooh, you know what?
Mhm.
Jordan Poole's about to get Coach Wes Unseld Jr. fired.
Guaranteed.
He
It's gonna
lost
happen.
the locker room.
Yeah.
And Jordan
Yeah.
Poole over there playing games during the
Yeah. I
timeouts
don't
and
like it. So
tuning out people.
it's so
Oh
disrespectful.
my goodness.
And if
Yeah.
that's who he was when he was with Golden State Warriors, I see why they got rid of him. I get it. Because that disrespect, how the coach, I saw the clip, coach on the
Yeah.
sideline with the clipboard,
Yeah.
drawing out plays. He over there having what's his name? Jordan Poole having a full conversation with somebody else
Disrespectful.
that was in
It's
street
terrible.
clothes. I said, what?
Hmm.
Was he even a play? I mean, what he wasn't suited for the game? Like, really? That was horrible. I didn't like that. I,
Yeah.
I didn't like it at
They
all.
were
It's very
2-10.
disrespectful.
I mean, excuse me. They were 2-8 within their first 10 games. 2-10 now. Like they have not improved. You're looking at Kyle Kuzma, he got his contract. Jordan Poole got his. They brought in Tyus Jones. What is going on in DC? It is horrendous. I don't know. I had a lot of hope for them. I said,
Me
oh,
too.
this is it. Jordan Poole finally got his team. Nah, he don't want it. He's just not focused. Something is just not right with them.
Kyle Kuzma don't deserve that. Kyle Kuzma don't deserve that. You know, I saw a clip where it was after the game and they played against the Knicks and Danny Avila, I think that's how you say his name. He was talking to the reporters and he was like, "It's very disappointing when the crowd and they're playing in DC and they're chanting Knicks."
Oh,
Uh huh.
see,
Yeah, y'all. The NBA fan base don't respect the Washington Wizards. Y'all gotta earn respect. And with Jordan Poole doing what you're not the system, Jordan Poole. You haven't earned to be the system yet. You
nah,
haven't
he no.
earned it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
You have an opportunity to show up and you're not doing it. The joke is on you now. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I can't. Poor Kyle Kuzma deserves better.
Hey, I
You know,
mean,
I'm a
hey,
Kyle
he's
Kuzma
one of the
fan.
veterans. Him and Danilo Gallinari, they should be
Yeah.
pulling the coattail of Jordan Poole. This is ridiculous. They,
No,
they
it's
can't
Sam.
go down like this.
You can't go down like this, but I think they about to do it. And don't be wasting Tyus Jones. He could be still with Memphis, helping them do something and get out the gutter. Like,
Hmm.
what?
Yeah,
Oh, I know he
yeah.
got to be sick. But yeah, the Washington Wizards is another one. I'm not impressed with their first 10. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. But I'm going to tell you another team that I am impressed with. The Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Boston Celtics, y'all better hold on. And I don't know. Milwaukee Bucks. I know everybody slated y'all to be at the top of the conference now that the Milwaukee Bucks, acquired Dame Lillard. But the 76ers under Nick Nurse, wow. Totally impressed. Now, I knew they weren't going to be bad. Don't get me wrong. I expected the Philadelphia 76ers to be top 6 regardless, right? But this is different. I feel different energy from them. And I think Tyrese Maxey has a lot to do with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the product that they're putting out there. I love the competitiveness that they have. I love the fact that Joel Embiid seems relaxed, enjoying the game. And now his skill level is just he's always had it, but it seemed uptight in the previous seasons. It doesn't seem that way now. It's like they're like the chemistry is like where it should be. Tobias Harris is out there saying, "I'm still here,
Yeah.
y'all. Don't
Yeah.
miss me." You know, DeAnthony Melton kind of got his stuff back together again. Kelly Oubre, get well soon because we need you back. Right? It's like I just love, and then they acquired, some role players from the Clippers that I'm quite sure the Clippers wish they still had, but
Yeah.
acquired some role players from the Clippers that have really helped shape what this new roster looks like for the 76ers and the wins that they're producing. I love everything about what the Philadelphia 76ers are doing this season. It's phenomenal. I like it.